Hello everybody and welcome to Gaming Wit Korrag. So this is going to be the first ever video on this channel. This is starting out. And we're going to start. Total War Warhammer 2 is going to be the main focus of this channel that we're going to be focusing on, as well as like other Warhammer titles and Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer 40k. Stuff like that. Any other games that maybe comes up that the community is really interested in that we could start playing, we would. Let's get started. So for the very first campaign that I would like to do on the channel is going to be an Eye of the Vortex campaign, and we're going to do Korrag, the legendary white albino Saurus. The reason I chose Korrag is because the Lizardmen is actually my favorite faction that they introduced in game 2 of this series, and I would love to start out with them and play something that I love and hopefully you guys enjoy as well and share it with you. Now with Korrag's campaign, its initial challenge is easy, so we're going to go ahead and up that difficulty to very hard for it. And let's read some of his faction effects. We got the White of Resilience, which is unbreakable and defense bonuses for Saurus. He starts with the campaign with control Load Croak. Recruit rank +3 for Saurus Scar veterans, and upkeep is -20% for Saurus units. Absolutely amazing. Really great. Starting off with Lord Croak is really what's going to give you that easy for the initial challenge, because his deliverance of it's a spell, just amazing. It just deletes units time and time again, whether you do 1, 2, or 3. You know, like, it's fantastic. Let's look at his Lord effects right now. So he gets +5 in own or friendly territory for his Lord's army. So they got +5 melee defense, which is great, and his physical resistance is 20% when defending in sieges. So if you use Korrag and you're totaling, you know, you got the garrison troops as well as a 20% physical resistance, which is really nice, you know, so it makes for very defensive total gameplay. And let's get started. You also let's talk about a few of these other faction effects. So +3 for Saurus Scar veterans is going to be really good right off the bat, and then you get the upkeep of -20% for Saurus units, which is good because that also includes Temple Guard units later on. So from the very beginning, your early troops are going to be, you know, cheaper, as well as even your late game units are going to be cheaper. Plus you could get that geometric whatever, the upkeep reduction under his blue tree line, and it stacks on top of that, so it's gonna be really good, really cheap. Just gonna have a really great Saurus themed army with him. And let's get started, boys and girls. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Definitely, if you guys are, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep going.
Since the days of creation, the reptiles have dominated the jungle continent of Lustria. The ignorant call the creatures lizard men. The wise know them as defenders of the world. In ages past, the Old Ones had a plan. But then the stellar gates collapsed, the Old Ones fled, and demons flooded the mortal plane. Led by the Slann, the lizard men fought the demons that surged across Lustria. Yet, it was the elves that created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the world of chaos, withering demonkind. The world was saved, but But the Vortex endures only because it is bolstered by the power of the Slann, via the Great Warding. If the warding should fail, the demons will return.
The forked tongue of Vortex hangs low in the sky. The Slann have felt it. Now I see it. Brighter, clearer. Its hiss disturbs the winds of magic. Yoked Targrax, the sacred plaques. One prophecy shines above all others. Vortex of the warm bloods. But the full meaning cannot be deciphered. If our master will not wake, we journey to the city of the sun.
Propelled by the indomitable will of the Slann, the Force City primes itself for war. The appearance of Vortex's forked tongue is strongly sensed to be a harbinger of important events to come. In response, Itza's mage priests have mobilized the most powerful warriors, none more formidable than the champion source Korrag. Placed at the helm of Itza's martial might, the great white lizard will once again show that when it comes to matters of war, he does not fail.
Tria kro kaiulok, kakro lioksa kuitax, Drakota suis janduluza, unka tortok kipahuan, Chakwa tria kro, not aksa. Kachak Kakroslan I Kauki Zul Jartax Lokno Sukuan Shana Kot Pestilence Jack at Axa Ax Kakrokwen El Itza Zekzekua Milka nuit unka quid axa.
So stinking awesome. I'm so excited, guys. This is awesome. I freaking love the voice acting for Korrag. It's just great. So let's go see. Let's just go read the defenders of Itza. Itza stands out like a lightning rod in a world of darkness, forging a bond of immeasurable strength between Korrag and the venerable Lord Kroak, defender of Itza. The great white lizard may perform the rite of resilience to protect this most ancient of cities, and its source populace was also calling upon the first of the Slann mage priests to fall alongside him from the beginning of the campaign. Absolutely great. It's such a huge advantage having Lord Kroak right off the bat. I mean, he's one of my favorite things that they introduced into the game. Like, CA, please add more legendary heroes like Lord Kroak into the game. Like, it's, yes, just do it. Definitely, rest of the Lizardmen have these same things. You got the geometric web, which, you know, increases the power, energy, provinces. You start building them, you start increasing the power of the web for each and every single major settlement that you have that connects to the web. It's a really great faction mechanic that just boasts it, you know what I mean? Plus it gives a nice little like thematic thing, you know, you're reclaiming the jungles of lost year, all these ancient like cities that have been lost to the lizardmen, and reclaiming them and restoring them back to their former power and glory. It's really cool. Blessed spawnings, another thing you get occasionally. You'll get like quests and special missions that you have to complete that unlocks blessed spawnings of certain units. It's really great. It's just like the normal units, but they have increased stats and stuff like that. Plus they're a little bit better and stronger than the original units, and it's really great. I love it. So first mission we got is knowledge of the stars. Our interpretation of the great plan over the millennia is dense and complex, but some knowledge has regretfully been lost. We must discover forgotten lore and fathom new methods of warfare against the Warmbloods. Construction of this building will allow us to begin. It's really awesome. And time to act. Now capture and occupy something belonging to the following faction: Clan Festor. Goak! You have defended Itza valiantly for millennia, but the time has come for you to reconnect with the great plan. Swaths of Lustrian territory has been lost to invaders seeking to unravel the Old One's work. We must strike back and rectify the deviations from the great plan. Restore our settlements to their former glory. It's going to give us 1,000 gold and some ancient plagues, which you can never have too many ancient plagues. That's definitely, this is the Eye of the Vortex campaign. So you guys, you are on the waste for all the other major ones. So Skaven, High Elves, Dark Elves, and Lizardmen are on the waste to gather whatever ritual currency that they have. For the Lizardmen, just happens to be these ancient plaques that you're trying to gather up, and once you get to a certain point, you'll be able to perform a ritual, which will unlock the next section of the campaign, you know what I mean? So you'll have some epic event that would take place. You perform the ritual. You have to defend your settlements for a certain amount of time until eventually you complete all 5, and then you have the final battle. And that's, you know, what the Eye of the Vortex campaign is. So starting out with this, definitely we're gonna put Lord Croak in Gorak's army. I like to do the replenish the troops for him, just to add that extra little bit, because you're really gonna want to just knock them out. Itza is in a very like treacherous position, like it's surrounded on all sides damn near with Skaven in all these areas. You got, you know, the Clan Festor. Down here you have Clan Pestilence led by Lord Croak, and then over here you're gonna have Clan Squire with Ikeclaw. So you're in a very precarious situation. Not only that though, you got Marcus Wolfheart to the north, which is an Empire faction, and Luther Harkin right up here. You also have Orcs with the Blue Viper tribe, and then you got freaking Teclis over here, with the Order of Lore Masters. So you're surrounded by enemies everywhere. So you want to be very aggressive in the very beginning and just claim this first territory, your first province you start out in, and you want to quickly build up defenses, because you're going to be on this constant defensive like campaign with Gorak. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to just steamroll your way through everything like you could with some of the other factions and some of the other races. You're really going to be doing this back and forth thing for a while, because you're going to be in a lot of wars. Like I said, you're surrounded by enemies, and it's going to be this constant like back and forth until you get to a point where you're able to venture forth, you know, and start taking the axe to them, you know. So let's go ahead, and with Itza, let's go ahead and upgrade it the one time. Let's get this gold mine going so we could get our economy, so we could start doing some extra stuff with Gorak's army. And let's go ahead and smash this army. Of course they're gonna flee like the Skaven cowards they are. Let's go ahead and hit them again. Alrighty then. We're gonna go ahead and fight this battle, even though we could auto-resolve and we honestly wouldn't take that many losses. But let's do it, dude. First battle of the channel. Woo woo. I'm excited. I really do love the Lizardmen. I mean, who doesn't love, you know, big giant dinosaurs, you know what I mean, whipping through, shredding through. It's such an awesome thing for fantasy, you know. So let's do it. We got Lord Krog, which honestly, he's gonna be able to just obliterate these units. The Skaven slaves, they have they have no armor. Actually, they don't even have low armor. They don't have any armor. So one deliverance of Itza, get them all blobbed up, pop that thing off. It's just gonna obliterate them. You're just gonna see dismembered Skaven just flying anywhere and everywhere. So it's exciting. I'm really excited to be doing this with you all. Definitely leave comments down below if there's anything you would like to see with the campaign, any direction that you guys want me to go with it, any thematic armies. I really do enjoy playing my armies to be thematic. I don't like just making cheese stacks whatsoever. I like having a theme for every single one of my armies, so I would love to hear back from you guys to see what you guys want to see, who you think I should go first. I would love to hear, like, do you guys want me to, you know, knock out Clan Pestilence first? Do you want me to take out Luther Hawken? Heck, I forgot Loki or Felhart's down there too, so we could go after the Dark Elves. You know, we could take out Clan Squire, you know, destroy Ichabod before he could just obliterate us with Doom Rockets, you know. I definitely want to hear back from you guys and see what direction we're going to go. Like I said, this is going to be the first campaign on the channel. This is what video content is going to be released. We're going to do episode after episode until this is finished, you know. And what you guys want to see afterwards, definitely you guys are going to choose that too. I would love to hear, you know, what other campaigns you guys want to see next after this. So it gets started now. We're going to have Sword Spears on either side. My Sword Warriors holding the center. Group them together. Have Korrag right there. I'm going to put these up here on the ledge just so that we could have a better range advantage here. And like I said, what we're really looking for with this initial battle, it's really not going to be that hard. We're going to do just a line formation, hopefully get them blobbed up. And then we're going to use Lord Krog and just get that Deliverance Sitzler, pop that off a couple times, and boom, battle's over. Let's go ahead and take these skinks around here, see if we can flank and get some extra damage on them. Let's take a look. I do run a couple of mods, which I'm going to put my mod list in the description. If there's any questions on how to get those at all, let me know. Put a comment down there and I'll be happy to post a link to and answer you. One of my favorite mods I do have is this Immersive Battles one, Banners. It's just great. Like, I just really love like how these banners all look. It's just very unique and just adds a lot of flavor to it. I never knew I needed this until I had it, honestly. CA, you know, after playing with this banner, like, it's really hard going back to vanilla because it just makes me realize how bare bones the actual banners and standards are in the original vanilla game, you know. So let's take a look. Look at these sources coming in here. This looks stinking awesome. Spears. I really love the aesthetic also of the Lizardmen, just like ancient Mayan, just freaking awesome. Let's go ahead and give everybody attack orders and get this on the way. We're gonna send Korrag right after the Legendary Lord. Let's go ahead and have these guys come on in here. Start peppering. I forgot that he's a Warlock Engineer. The freaking... I'm telling you. So we'll go ahead and just do Deliverance of Itza one spell. Just because these are Skaven slaves, so they have absolutely no armor, so there's no reason to waste your Winds of Magic by doing these higher tier ones. Look at that. Half the unit absolutely just gone. This is a juicy blob as soon as we get back on it.
Fight, die, reptile!
One thing that's great with these guys, their missile units are poisoned. So, be doing that much more damage to everybody. Ah, come on. There it goes. Ah, dang, that wasn't as good. Ah, they ran away too soon. I'll make sure these guys go. Like the Lord came back. I knew he was going to. Keep chasing him down. Let's bring Lord Korrag a little bit into here. Okay, pop this off. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. Oh, they went just in case, man. I thought they were gonna one right into it. There we go. Ugh. Let's do. I increase this vigor, might as well. There we go, and that's it. There's no need to chase down these units to kind of, you know, kill them as they're fleeing and stuff and try to whittle down their army. Since they ran away from us the first time, they're automatically all gonna die at the end of the battle once they get defeated. If they hadn't run away, you know what I mean, and say this was like a bigger stack or we were in a more precarious position, we would took the time to chase them down and whittle down as many of their units as they can, just so we could get their losses. Look at that deliverance. So what was I telling you? 223 kills right off the bat with Lord Korrag. That is a great opening act by him. You know, just like I said, dude, he definitely makes this campaign pretty easy and honestly fun. Like, it's not like so easy that you're just kind of like, you get tired of it, you get bored. It's like, no, it just makes for a very fun, enjoyable time and enjoyable campaign. It really is one of the best Lizardman campaigns out there. My second favorite one is the Tehinawan, and that's just because that's my favorite legendary lord, honestly, out of the Lizardman is still Tehinawan. The prophet is Sotek. He just has such a great just history, and just I just love, you know, his background story about him and his coming out. It's just really awesome. Just this freaking red-crested skink, you know, survivor. You know, that just so happened to have the only plaque that talked about, you know, Sotek on it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Tehinawan, his whole just thing is just really awesome. His campaign's a lot of fun. I do wish that he had a unique campaign, kind of like what they did with Nakai and Wolfhard, or what they've done with Malice and Snickage, and, you know, some of these other lords that came out, you know, with the Vampire Coast. The Vampire Coast has an awesome campaign, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with the Vortex, and I really wish that CA had created a unique campaign experience for Tehinawan. You know, him just probably reclaiming Lustia, just destroying and going on like this holy crusade against the Ratmen in the name of Sotek. You know, it just, that would have been just such a more enjoyable campaign You know what I mean? Like, you could still like pretend and imagine, you know, set your own campaign goals and do that. But it's just really been awesome to see like CA do that, you know, create this really fleshed out narrative campaign where Tehenwan, you know, is going through this holy crusade, you know, against the Watmen, just, you know, destroying and rebuilding, you know, Lustria in the honor of Sotek. So definitely all we wanted. Took a few more losses. I mean, we only lost 59, but still. So we're gonna kill and eat them. Let's go ahead and get this replenishment up. Just like I said, we gotta keep banging it out. You really want to secure this first province right off the bat. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and take this. Wank up our lords. We're gonna do Wout Marcher so I could get around a little bit. I really like starting out my campaigns focusing on this blue tree, because this is what's gonna help your campaign out in the long run. You got Geomagic Sustenance, which pretty much every legendary lord you start out with has a skill that's similar to this, where it's gonna eventually decrease your upkeep by 15% for the lord's army. Absolutely great and like a must-have, especially like later on in the game where units are costing you 200, 300 something gold a turn. It's just gonna help keep it viable no matter what. Always casual replenishment rate is another thing that's just gonna help you keep going and going and going. This last one, another minus 8% for it, as well as a plus another 5% campaign movement one, and a recruit rank +1 for our units is definitely useful. Lightning Strike is also a must-have. Like, early game campaign, it's not so much of a big problem unless you're facing, like, say, Skaven and Tomb Kings, who they like to make just stack after stack after stack throughout the whole game, you know, beginning, middle, and end of your campaign. That's just how they are, you know, that's just a faction. But late game for everybody else, where everyone's fielding just countless armies, the AI just loves to spend army after army after army, you know what I mean? So you're definitely gonna need Lightning Strike later on, or else you're just gonna be at a huge disadvantage, and it's just ugly. Draft Master is good, another +1 recruit rank for our units, plus local recruitment +1, and then I usually, depending on what you're doing, like for him, I might go with, you know, Untainted. We're going to be fighting a lot of Skaven and Vampire Coast early on, so definitely going to pick up this Untainted. And might do something like, well, let's see. Yeah, this is just success chance. If it was defense chance, I would take Ancient Cunning, but that's wary. You're definitely going to want to get this ambush defense chance playing as a Lizardman faction, because the Skaven has that special ability, their function mechanic. Whenever they attack, there's a chance for it to be an ambush, you know, so, and that's really going to put your army at a disadvantage right off the bat in the middle of a battle. And like I said, Skaven is one of those factions that likes to cheese multiple armies. So if they get you in an ambush chance, you know, odds are there might be 1 or 2 fully stacked Skaven armies, and you're already at a disadvantage. So you're definitely going to want to get this ambush defense chance as soon as you can against them. So let's go ahead and take a look at Lord Croak and get him. First thing I always do with him is also just buffing up these Deliverance of Itzas. These are your saving grace early on in the campaign before you start unlocking some of the really good Lizardman units and stuff. This is what's going to keep you alive in this campaign. It's just Lord Croak and his Deliverance of Itza spells. So I'm definitely going to be trying to get those out. Try to get that Winds of Magic cost reduction for it too, so that we're popping off more of them more often in the campaign as well. So let's go. So we're gonna go ahead and attack Kritza right away. Boom. We're gonna go ahead and auto resolve this battle. I mean, it's literally just a couple Skaven slaves. It's 6 units. So get that. We lost 50 units this time. And we're gonna just occupy it. There we go. Finish that message. Next one is best defense. Once you control 2 provinces. So a good start, Korrag. To ensure Itza and the Great Plan are safe for generations to come, we must continue to remove any threats now, finish the task at hand, and capture all the regions in this province. Alrighty. This is a nice little lore thing that I have. It's another mod that I use. It just gives a nice little lore excerpt. I really love it. I'm gonna read this to you guys. The most powerful of their kind, Saurus leaders are more than 8 feet of savage reptilian muscle. The highest rank given to is the title Old Blood, while those beneath them are known as Scar Veterans. They are perfectly designed killing machines. Their martial prowess further enhanced by battle experience. By battle experience. To their foes, they are ancient nemesis, or simply those who trespass upon the sovereign territory of their masters. The Saurus leaders are nothing less than the vengeance of the Old Ones made manifest. Some Saurus leaders are marked for greatness at their spawning, bearing a different pattern or crest to the rest of their brethren. Those few who emerge with pale or albino skin tones are always revered, for they are the favorite of the Old Ones, and destined to become mighty heroes of the Lizardmen. Yet a Saurus need not be different from his comrades to gain veteran status. He need only survive. It is unknown for a Saurus warrior to die of old age, and unless they are slain by violence or plagued by an unnatural disease, they continue to serve. Despite this longevity, few Saurus live beyond a few hundred years. Given the constant dangers they face, the predatory flora and fauna of Lustria, and the high attrition demanded by battles beyond count, only the most fierce and resilient of their kind can endure. A few exceptional Saurus have been alive for many thousands of years, overcoming threats and defeating enemies since the world itself was young. The longer Saurus live, the tougher and more ferocious they become. The hardened scales that cover their bodies become thicker, and some plates are ossified completely. Their scales become paler, a mocking considered the blessing of the Old Ones. In addition to the further growth of lethal protrusions, the coated muscles of these ancient Saurus become yet stronger, until they are able to crush rocks with their bare hands. Another obvious sign of a Saurus age are the battle scars, burns, and tooth marks that crisscross their bodies. Saurus leaders are often attended to by scores of skinks. Directed by their priests, the skinks will secure bronze armor plates upon an Old Blood or Scar veteran. Other venerations might include daubing war paint, adorning his scales with sacred oils, affixing sacred relics, or fastening his body with the shrunken heads of sacrificed foes or other grisly tokens. Such actions not only bring the favor of the Old Ones, but also mark the status of a leader. Saurus are neither dim-witted nor simple. Their minds are narrowly focused on battle, and battle alone. They instinctively know about military matters and have no concern for lesser issues. In Lizardman society, the Slan Mage Priests choose the overall strategy, and the Skinks direct its daily execution. In times of conflict, however, all defer to the Saurus, and they in turn rely on the eldest of their long-lived kind, for the Old Bloods and Scar veterans have honed their battle tactics over the ages. All Saurus warriors are spawned with the knowledge of how to fight, and the longer each lives and the more battles he survives, the more he understands the needs not just of a lone warrior, but also of an entire army. While a Scar veteran cannot explain the meaning of a refused flank, he would know how to launch such a maneuver. A Saurus Old Blood cannot express why he chose a defense in depth to defeat a foe, yet he will inexorably recognize when such situations are called for and react accordingly. With only a low grumbling growl and a final bellow, an Old Blood or Scar veteran can set an entire Lizardman battle line in order. Once combat begins, the Saurus leaders eschew all matters of finesse, hurling themselves into the fray with merciless efficiency. Each stroke, bite, or thrust dispatches a foe, often with the enemy literally torn limb from limb by the ferocity of the attack. So stinking awesome. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you like it that I read these things. If not, then whenever they pop up, I could just scroll over them slowly and let you guys pause and read them at your own thing. I really love it. Adds a lot of flavor, and I love the lore of Warhammer. That's one of the reasons why this is my favorite Total War game, is that I love Warhammer and the setting that it's in. So that's something that I love. If you guys love it, then so be it. We'll keep doing it. So let me know. Like I said, we're going to keep working on this blue tree right here. Try to get it up early on. And then we'll start focusing on something else. We're going to pop off another Delivered Savitsa 1. For Lord Croak. And then there we go. That's the first turn. These load times are so great now. Alright, the Mace of Ulamak. Ways to sack 3 different settlements belonging to the following race Skaven. The Astromancers have spoken. The signs show that the Mace of Ulamak has been taken deep underground by the foul Ratkin. Chase them down into their dens and wrest your rightful tool back. So stinking awesome. So this is going to be the unique quest chain for Korrag. This is going to get his special weapon, the Mace of Ulamak. It is believed that the Old Ones themselves guide the hand of he who wields the Mace of Ulamak. Ability, it gives him 80% physical resistance, just making him that much more of a tank. And then it's going to give him the ability called Mace of Ulamak, which is going to, for 24 seconds on himself, going to give him plus 50% armor piercing, plus 40 melee attack, and plus 50% base weapon damage. Really great unit, really great item. Definitely gonna try to get that. Next one, Skink Researchers ready. Skink Researchers and Archivists are poised to do your bidding, Ancient Master. Select the field of knowledge you require and they shall begin. Ooh, Plaque Hunter. Great White Lizard. For the plaques are required to perform the ritual of prognostication. You must search for them in long forgotten temples that lost to us. Be careful, however, as warmbloods may infest our once great temple cities. Here's another low one. This is for Korrag himself. Such sick artwork. The ground shook as dozens of Orgor iron guts charged the lizardman host. A cohort of temple guards stood firm, with Korrag alongside them, ready to defend Itza from the vexatious warmbloods. Korrag barked a command to his kin. Gok Kwa La! In perfect synchrony, the temple guards locked shields and levered their spears. Korrag leading the wedge with his massive shield of aeons. The ogres broke upon their shield wall like the tide breaking upon the shore. A bellowing iron gut crashed into Korrag's shield, and Korrag effortlessly heaved him up over his shoulder to land amidst the disciplined line of temple guard, who promptly slew the brute with a flurry of spears. Despite the thunderous charge of the ogres, the shield wall held firm. Though some swords fell to the savagery of the ogre's charge, more stepped forward to close the gap. Soon the charge faltered. The ogres hesitated, seeing the many bodies of their kin piled before them, and began to advance more cautiously. Korrag had been waiting for this. Lord God, no more! As one, they moved forward, cutting down the faltering warmbloods. One tenacious brute rushed Korrag, perhaps thinking he could break the reptiles by defeating their leader. Korrag caved in his skull with a single swing of his mace, blood and brains splattering across the jungle floor. Korrag raised his bloody mace to the sky, roaring his defiance, and the vast host charged forward. So great. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and head towards Chakra. Let's see. Yeah, we can't get any. Alright, we're gonna pick up research. Only one available for us right now is just gonna be this one. Until we build up some more things. This is fine. We want growth up so we can get these settlements maxed out as soon as possible. Let's go ahead, start the next turn. Oh, look at Nikai. The memories of the Force Relic Priest. The tale of Marco Colombo. Suddenly, we heard the haunting sound of many reed pipes and the thunder of great resonant drums, a procession of skink musicians in bronze-clad swords, brandishing halberds, appeared from a great dark portal on the platform of the pyramid behind. These came in extraordinary sight. 4 swords, wearing armor made from the bones of gigantic monsters, bearing on a palanquin what appeared to be a bundle of rags tied up with string and bedarked, with colorful plumes and glittering gold objects strapped to the head of this object was a golden mask, fashioned in the form of a grimacing slan. Its huge, staring inland eyes of shell and topaz were very disconcerting. The palanquin swayed and lurched from side to side as the bearers danced to the rhythm of the drums and pipes. It was a strange, hypnotic tune, which I shall never forget. Even to this day, it still haunts me. Extract from the Tale of Marco Colombo, circa 1492. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's hit up Chakra. We already know there's going to be Skaven here. And there we go, let's go ahead and do this battle. This will probably be the last battle that we're gonna do real quick before the end of the first episode. Thankfully, it's a freaking Master Assassin as their leader. I'll tell you, dude, roadblock engineers, man, they tear you up. Again, they actually have a couple of clan rats this time, so that's nice. Backed up, of course, with Skaven slave slingers, and there was a couple of Skaven slaves that were in the garrison of the settlement. But no voice. They shall fall to Korrag and Lord Croak. Go. Same thing as last time. Just gonna make a nice, just hardy line of swords. Gotta have my spears on the flanks. Korrag in the middle. We're gonna chase down the Master Assassin at the back. We're gonna put our skinks over to the side so we can use them to flank and shoot into the backs of the Skaven. There we go, get started. Let's see these guys. Look at the defilement, the desecration they have done to these lands of Lustria. It's really pretty. Yeah. Look at this little thing, all that warp stone. Here comes the dinos. Skaven slave slingers, clan rats, Skaven slaves. I'm gonna leave these skinks over here and let them flank once these guys start blobbing up. Let's go ahead and give attack orders. Let's find the Lord. There he is. Have a little Croak up here. Get ready for it. Let's go ahead and pull these guys around here. Get them out here. Budge around. We want to wait. There's a lot more troops in this one, so we're gonna wait till we get more better blobs going on before we start. Like this one right here, since you got 2 units in here. Just want to maximize our Winds of Magic usage. Because our swords, 1 for 1, they're gonna slaughter the freaking Skaven by themselves. We have no problem. Here's another nice blob we're gonna do. Let's wait for this little Z to get up. Go ahead and take out half. We have Korrag. Really try and knock out those game saves. We chase them just for a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring back these guys. We use Korrag to stop the advance of these units here. Another nice blob still. Oh, that was a waste. Check here. These guys are doing good. Go ahead and stop these guys from coming in. Got Korrag here. This guy try to take out this game slaves. The freaking way. Trying to get those skinks to avoid that the flank that they were trying to do. I sent them way out. So funny. Let's go ahead and bring these guys back. Let's go actually take out that Master Assassin. Let's bring Croc over here. Let's hit this blob here. And just see, look at our swords just going in.
Lizard things!
Boom. All that gold. I mean, just look at those units just gone. Let's bring him here now. We're gonna head and pop off the second. We got plenty of Winds of Magic. And this is why. I mean, seriously, just look at this. Just popping this out back and forth. Boom. These guys trade round for round here. Alright, those guys are all broken, and now let's go ahead and take out the Lord. Skinks have used up their ammunition. They should be able to catch these guys. Yeah, 26 speed, and these guys have 34, so let's put these guys in a little more. Save this and see if another blob pops up. Let's increase his vigor again. That's the assassin's really really good. Let's go ahead and try to save these skink javelins from Good. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and hit these guys here. Oh, because they're fleeing now. Another deliverance seeds are wasted. Alright, let's see, there's a couple of weak group units of Skaven coming back. Let's go get these guys here. Let's bring these years back. This freaking night one us. Let's chase these guys off the battlefield. These guys are just gonna crumble. There we go. And that's gonna be army losses, and boom, victory. same thing as like earlier when that army had retreated and we attacked. There's no need to chase down these units and try to take them out since they were in the garrison settlement already. As soon as you win victory, they're all gonna be dead and perish. So, woof! Look at that, 402 kills on Lord Korrag. What was I telling you, dude? That Deliverance of Itza is just so OP. It's just so great. You got this Saurus Spears with 109 kills, 145 for the Saurus Warriors. And even though the Skinks, I had them running around the map all day, they still managed to get 85 kills. So great. And that was good. Only lost 88 troops to 706 plus 690. That's 1,396 Skaven to only 422 Saurus. Seems pretty good. Moloch Wigwench. Didn't even stand a chance. He actually didn't even really fight Korrag. You see how little health he took. He just stood in the back and let us massacre his troops like the cowardly Skaven he is. They lead from the back, not the front. Decisive victory, as if there was any other option. We'll go ahead and occupy this as well. There we go. Completed that quest. He's dead. We got the Life Velocity unlocked. Ooh, Blood Statuette of Spite. So direct damage. So strong versus multiple units. That's cool. It's a nice little thing to start off with. And that's it, guys. So this is the end of the first episode. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, if you enjoyed the content, definitely hit that like and subscribe. This is the beginning, guys. So this is my very first video I've ever recorded. So definitely I want to hear feedback, guys. What did you like? What did you not like? What do you think that I can do to better? You know what I mean? This is supposed to be entertaining to you, the viewer. So I really want to hear your thoughts on it, guys. I like doing this. I want to do this as like a part-time gig. And I definitely want to hear from you. I want to hear about the good criticism, the bad criticism, whatever, guys. I'll take it. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.